is denying that the damage used to Mr. Irvin by defendants has been swift and catastrophic. So it's even denying the consequences.
Do they deny that he touched her?
No, they don't deny that.
Okay.
But Michael said he touched her on the outside of her left elbow in one instance, and there we could see him laughing, bending over, and touch her on her. But there's a handshake.
Here it is.
That's a handshake. So
Let me
Merritt
go back.
is
Let me go back a little bit. Now we have to go frame by frame to see a handshake. This is low grade detective stuff, man. We're watching a full handshake. That's clearly there. Here it is.
there. It
That's a
is.
handshake right there.
Yeah, that's the
That's not
handshake.
a intimate touch.
No,
Just a random handshake.
and people walking. There are witnesses there. So
The
Merritt is
security still walking around.
So Merritt is denying that there is security, denying that the conversation took place with other witnesses. And here you can see Mike, the girl walking in. They paused the video there. And there you see Michael. Michael is still talking to the guys he was talking to.
Yeah, and he's starting. He's talking to these two guys as
New
well.
people, yeah.
They,
So
they have
yeah,
been hovering around. They have been hovering around to take pictures.
yeah.
But
So you know that they were in the vicinity. Come on. So
what are we talking about?
yeah,
Are
yeah,
they
yeah.
really denying this? Oh
Uh,
no,
but
but just a question because they are denying the whole paragraph. Are these kind of lawyer tactics to put the other lawyer to work?
yeah, so you do it to enhance their burden of proof. So that's basically the discussion. Because what can you say? And I mean, you have to be honest. Did the conversation really conclude with a handshake? Because after the handshake, they were still talking. So then it becomes a it details, right? So it's like
Mhm.
crossing T. So it's you tell a story and they say no, it didn't happen like that, and then you need to go look at the video again, and you can see, hey, I mean, let's say objectively, guys, we want to stay objective. Um, if you look at the video, you see them talking after the handshake. So now, uh, what Michael said it concluded with a handshake. Now they have to say, when we say conclude, what we meant to say was this. And of course, there was more talking, but those were uh, minor talks, the day to day things, but
Uh,
not It's
or,
just like we conclude a meeting with a handshake and then say, hey, how's the kids? Things like
yeah, or did he yell out at the end?
that.
Guys, let us know. Let us know in the comments what you think about this. Because
Yeah.
are these lawyer tactics? Are these the things you think that 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 shows that Mary might be
I
not?
mean, So it is. These are definitely lawyer tactics, but so that's clearly what Marriott is doing, and
Hmm.
Marriott has been doing that since the
since
since
since the start,
since
actually,
the
right?
start, exactly, since the start, saying the court isn't eligible, not wanting to hand over the videos. So Marriott is clearly using a stalling tactic. Let's proceed. Other things that Marriott, there's a long list of things that Marriott is denying. Um,
They're denying everything happened except for him saying,
well, they're denying that. Um, uh, at least Merritt is denying that it rushed to act before determining the truth. Um, it denies that it acted in a willful disregard of the severe impact of the false accusation upon Mr. Irvin, his family, and his livelihood. It's denying that the damage used to Mr. Irvin by defendants has been swift and catastrophic. So it's even denying the consequences uh, of what is happening to Irvin. Of course, I mean, it sounds crazy, but it's so why did they do it? Because as I said, okay, you need three things, you need more things, but let's say the three core things, you need to have an action that would need to be, you need to have an action that would need to be determined to be unlawful. You need to have damages, and that's what they're alluding to here. Because if I punch someone and it doesn't cause any damage because I don't know how to throw a good punch, then I am guilty, but there's no damage for me to repair.
Mm-hmm.
So here they're claiming, they're saying basically, oh, there's no damage. So why are they doing this? They want the Irvin's team to work harder on producing support for the damages. And of course, we know that they claimed 100 million. Irvin claimed 100 million. From what I saw in or read somewhere, I forgot where, but they said that oftentimes they use those big numbers just for to get media attention. So you say $1 million, but it's gonna be I said it's probably gonna be way less, but I never knew that the reason was to to make it a headline, 100 million.
That's
Uh,
what Marriott is claiming.
no, that's what Irvin is claiming. Irvin is claiming is suing for
Yes,
a
for
hundred
with
million.
100 million. But Marriott is saying that's only for the.
No, no, no. I am saying that I
Oh,
read somewhere that
okay.
that's why they claimed. So that's why people throw big numbers in the air when suing someone just for the news to get media attention.
Okay.
Yeah, there are other things as well.
And there was this OF model who sued the boyfriend for 2 billion for
And
leaking her, her pictures.
yeah, so is it worth 2 billion?
Well,
I mean, Irvin used to get
she got into the media, so maybe that worked.
how much did Irvin earn? More or less, do you remember?
2 point something million a year.
Million per year. So 100 million is way too much. So what can
But but you're also taking into account future
Yeah,
mis.
yeah.
So this is reputational damage. Are you ask yourself this, and guys, let us know in the comment what you think about the following thing. Would you, if you're a business owner, would you consider Michael as the face of your brand? Now this is out. Most brands play it really safe, so they wouldn't. So that's missed. But what it's hard to like calculate
That's
what
true.
that would be, right?
Yeah, well, that's true. Well, I checked. I've just made a quick calculation. I took 3 million. So let's say Michael earns 3 million a year. That's probably before tax, so he gets less in a sense. But let's just take 100 million. He's basically suing for 33 years worth of salary. Irvin is 57 now, so that would mean payment until his 90. So what are the chances that he'll be working until then? I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm just saying he might get a million, but he probably won't. We don't know, but yeah. So that's why, to get back on track, that's why Marriott is also disputing the damages.